Star Wars Jedi Survivor has been revealed to the world, and Cal Kestis' story from Jedi Fallen Order continues in this brand new game. And in this video, not only are we going to be talking about the trailer that was just released, I post that on the channel, by the way, so if you haven't seen the trailer, be sure to check that out. But we're also going to be talking about all the details that the trailer does not tell you. And I've been digging into all the interviews and all the press briefings and all that stuff that you may have missed. I'm going to go over the combat, which is going to be changing, the graphic updates this game is going to be getting, and so much more. So stick with me here. Let's dive into it. We're going to start off with this right here, which was posted by EA in their official press briefing. It says Star Wars Jedi Survivor picks up 5 years after the events of Jedi Fallen Order. Cal must stay one step ahead of the Empire's constant pursuit as he begins to feel the weight of being one of the last remaining Jedi in the galaxy. Accompanied by his trusty companion BD-1, Cal will meet and ally himself with an array of unique and interesting characters on his journey. Jedi Survivor will expand on the series' dynamic combat in new and innovative ways. In order to survive, Cal must learn new skills and grow his connection with the Force. And what a great way to get us hyped for this game, but by teasing us with all of these new little things. Well, not little things, but big things that they're going to be adding to the game. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the combat exactly to enhance it, from the previous game. And then I'm also curious to see how Cal is going to be interacting with all of these new characters that they're teasing as well. And, who is the person that is floating in the bacta tank? That's the real question. Leave your predictions in the comments. Now, let's go and jump over to this quote as well, where they continue to talk about more dynamic combat in the game. So it says, even before completing Jedi Fallen Order, our team had a vision of how to carry the adventure for Cal, BD, and the crew into the sequel, said Stig Asmussen, game director at Respawn. He then continues to say, for Jedi Survivor, we are working in lockstep with Lucasfilm Games to build on the legacy of Jedi Fallen Order. We're leveraging advanced technology to create more dynamic Jedi combat and cinematic storytelling to expand on Cal's story as he matures and survives during the dark times. We can't wait to share more about the game with the world later this year. So they're going to be doing more later this year to reveal more about this game. And, even though this game doesn't release this year, it releases in 2023, that doesn't mean we're not going to get some details and more stuff on this game. So, one thing that obviously we all want to see is actual gameplay. And I'm sure it's going to come close to what we see in the trailer. Now, this was posted by IGN. And, if you're wondering what console this is going to release on, it says EA and Respawn confirmed that Star Wars Jedi Survivor is being developed specifically for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, meaning it won't be available for older platforms like PS4 and Xbox One. So, right now, I know that many of you probably are still having problems getting your hands on a PS5 or Xbox Series X, but hopefully by the time Jedi Survivor releases in 2023, that's no longer a problem, and you're able to get your hands on a new next-gen console. And speaking of that, let's talk about the graphics of this game, because this was also posted on the official StarWars.com website. StarWars.com asked, how has the power of current gen consoles enabled you to expand or make things better in Jedi Survivor from a gameplay perspective. When they say current gen, I believe they're talking about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Now, Stig Asmussen said the following. He said, so I think the biggest thing is ray tracing or lighting. That's allowing us to do real-time lighting all the time at a fidelity that's well beyond anything we've ever produced before. Since it's real time, we get to see the changes as we tweak the lights immediately. Essentially, that means we have more time to polish. That means we can iterate more and we can get better results that feel more filmic. Beyond that, we have these blazing fast drives on these consoles that are allowing us to load tons of content really quickly. I've always worked on streaming games that don't have load screens. The fact that these consoles have such fast storage has made it even easier. Those are probably the two biggest benefits. PlayStation 5 has some really interesting haptics on their controller that we're digging into, and it's just an easier process in general. So as a result of, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, these next-gen consoles, which they're referring to as current-gen, by the way, because technically they are current-gen consoles, but these consoles are so powerful that it's just making it easier for these developers to do what they want with their upcoming games. I'm very excited to see what this new power will do for the Star Wars Jedi series, for sure, with Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now, let's go ahead and look at this quote as well, which this one was also posted on the official StarWars.com website as well. So StarWars.com said, fans were very excited when a Jedi Fallen Order sequel, which we now know is officially called Star Wars Jedi Survivor, was announced in January. When did you start hatching ideas for what a follow-up could be and developing them with Lucasfilm? And Stig Asmussen responds, said, so we started working in earnest even before we finished Jedi Fallen Order with ideas of what the second game could be. There were a lot of things that we left, I guess you would call, on the editing room floor from Jedi Fallen Order that we knew that we wanted to put into the sequel. Some of that comes down to like more stances for combat or where we're going to go with the story, how Cal and the crew are going to evolve and grow, how we're going to approach the worlds and levels in the game and expand them and make them more vibrant than they've been in the past. But yeah, you're thinking about this stuff every day. So yeah, I can imagine being a game developer like that, especially the lead guy that handles everything. You're thinking about all of this stuff, what you can do and how you can improve on the previous game, and how these next-gen consoles, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, are going to unlock even more potential in exploring all of this cool stuff. Now, if you're wondering about Cal and his buddy BD1, well, they also talked about that over at StarWars.com. StarWars.com asked, the Cal and BD1 dynamic, I thought, really worked from both character and gameplay perspectives, to the point where I wouldn't be able to imagine a sequel without the two of them together. And then Stig replied and said, well, I don't want to spoil anything about where we're going with Cal and BD1 in the sequel, but you can rest assured that they're connected. They're a really special duo. We don't just think about Cal, we think about Cal and BD1 and what they're doing at all times. It's part of our law when we're making the game. I love that that's part of their law when they're making the game. And, it's cool that they're seeing Cal and BD1 as kind of like one character, if you will, and that they're kind of inseparable. So, you got to have BD1 in there. I absolutely love BD1, and I am super excited to see if there's any new stuff that BD1 can do as well. Will there be any new gameplay mechanics with him? I'm sure there will be, but, I'm going to end this video with this final quote from Stig, and this was on StarWars.com as well. So first of all, StarWars.com said, is there anything you want to say to fans of Jedi Fallen Order who are excited to continue the journey with the sequel? And Stig said, yeah, we're making the game for the fans. Every day we're putting our blood, sweat, and tears into it. There's nothing that's more important to us than getting the controller into the player's hands and having them have a Star Wars experience that they feel is worthwhile. They have fun playing, and it puts a smile on their face. We don't take this for granted. We really appreciate the fact that we get to build in this universe and contribute to it. The fans are right there with us, and you can definitely feel it in the first game, that's for sure. I absolutely loved Jedi Fallen Order, and it was one of my favorite Star Wars games when that released. I just absolutely loved that game. So, like you all, I am very excited for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Again, seeing this trailer, the mystery character in the bacta tank, BD1 with Cal once again, you know, it's all very, very exciting to see this actually is real. But that's going to do it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you're excited for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I'll be doing more coverage on this game as we get more news and information on it. I'll see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.